Alright, NewMutator bringing you game number 5. It is the Myth World Cup 2012, if you can believe it. That means the Myth World Cup has been played pretty much every year since 1998. Although 1998 was on Myth the Fallen Lords. In 1999, it was then played on Myth 2 Soulblighter, and ever since then it's been kind of an annual tradition. This is the tournament in 2012, and it is the double elimination round 1, game number 5 between Deer, the green squad up in the northwest here, captained by Drunken, Vantobia, Sasper, Sight, Paladise, and Switcher also on that team. So 6 players total against the 6 of Gimbal R Us, the Gru team here in the southeast. Led once again by Sam the Butcher, Black Knight, Grog Monster, Inquisitor, 2 Smoking Guns, and Morgoth are all here. Now, the green team, Deer, they've already won 4 games, so they've won the match. But this is, you know, it's basically you play for points, I'm guessing. So we are actually, I don't know why they're playing all 5 games or not. Maybe somebody can tell me about that later. But yeah. It's going to be interesting. I've never actually seen this particular map before. These are all third-party maps, and I haven't actually seen most of them. Well, actually, maybe I have seen most of them, but some of them I haven't seen. This happens to be one of those. And somebody's like, yes, cool Vorpal blades, and those are kind of interesting. Let's just zoom in. The Myrmidons, they have these interesting hot pink colored sword things of scythes. I don't know, what do you call those? Whatever, they have them, and that's pretty cool. So this is going to be a dark unit composition. Flag rallies, so it's going to be super fast paced with the Tro, with these Myrmidons as well. But also there's fetch, there's warlocks, there's dwarven heroes, there's Solus. I mean, that is a lot of range and artillery going on. Oh, and Berserks, let's not forget about them. They are super fast as well. Yeah, and it looks like it's gonna be pretty similar, although only 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, only there's gonna be 6 fetch for each team here. 2 warlocks. And 4 dwarven heroes, it looks like, for Gru, although it doesn't look like Deer is doing the they're not feeling the dwarven heroes. They only take 2, so I think that's a good choice. I think dwarven heroes, they have limited utility on a map such as this with fetch and warlocks. You know, they're just going to be outranged. And somebody drew a line straight across to the other side. But I have no way of knowing who that was. Vantobia coming down with a with these Myrmidons. What is this? Sasper. He's moving across with all of his units. And what's Gru doing? They have the Solus on the impassable terrain up on the high ground here, hugging the edge of the map. And they're going to move north, and they are soon going to find this Deer force here, and they might get sandwiched.
Captured.
But they're also moving to the west. They have a force in the south here that they're going to move. They're going to find a Switch
Flag
and
captured.
Sight knocking on their door there. And here the Tro have spotted each other, but Deer have the advantage of having these Solus in that area. They are going to be able to press, although they decide not to, and Switch is kind of gonna mull about with those Solus there, or mill about. Maybe it's mill about. So yeah, we have a Myrmidon, just ridiculous. Kind of overkill there, getting destroyed. But however, These Inquisitors Berserks are going to take some fire from the Solus perched atop the hill there, Paladice. Raining javelins down. But not doing a whole lot of damage, but definitely getting him out of the area. Yep. Looks like Gimbal R Us have lost a couple of Berserks there. They are going to engage here, and this is going to be crucial. Sam the Butcher trying to get revenge on Drunken for game number 1. Just kind of humiliating him there. He's already down a Tro though. He should be focus firing, but that one Tro not able to reach. He is able to take one more, but he loses another one. He is definitely not in a good position. Those Berserks are a little bit better than Myrmidons, so they're just going to clean house. And yeah, not a very good idea there. He should have, I mean, 2 smoking guns. Should have moved in a unit to kind of soften up those Berserks there, because they do a ton of damage to Tro. And that fetch almost going down. So this is going to tip the scale into Deer's favor. It's 85 to 61%. Those Tro just not messing around, kicking around all those units there, taking the flag. And Grog Monster is kind of sitting up here. I mean, he could rush these Solus and probably take them out. And that's what he's going to do, but he's not going to get there in time. And actually, now that I look, Sight's fetch is in a position to wail on him, so they probably are. Grog Monster's probably better off not doing that. And goodbye fetch. They are both going to go down. No, only one goes down. He's going to send out a Berserk. Try to scare that fetch away. Pretty good tactic there, but he is in a horrible position, and we gotta look. 84%, 55%. Deer just outnumbering. They just have so many more units than Gimbal R Us at this point in time. So Sam the Butcher with that early commitment, and really if Grog Monster micromanaged, he could have taken out all 3 of these Berserks if he wanted to. But Vantobia is going to clean him up. So it's already victory imminent. 80%, 47%. Deer, all they need is flag number 2. Oh, hurry up and peel that Zerkov. Get those fetch already. It's a little late now. Actually, I don't know what you could have done in such a situation. I think it was pretty impossible to do anything. Now this is a pretty good spot for the Black Knight to be in, but that Warlock is, if he is able to get the right kind of shot off, might do a lot of damage. And Morgoth, he is not in a good position here. He's going to try to, he really wants to get to that defense, that last flag for defense, or maybe he wants to tag flag 1, but I don't really think he's going to be able to do so. He is outnumbered and he has the low ground, so I don't think he's in a position to do that. But this is where the and look at that beautiful pathfinding there, just the fetch running into the wall repeatedly, then deciding to change directions finally. Yep, not able to lob over the wall. That's gonna hurt. 63 to 24%. And apparently there was a myth blunder that I didn't quite catch. I don't know where it exactly was. Well, whatever. And here we go. Morgoth is going to try to square off with Paladice here. Paladice has a lot more units going on. And Sam the Butcher takes that Dwarven hero. But Morgoth once again walking into the wall and not doing anything there for anybody. Kind of a bad position. I don't know why that is allowed to happen there. So some Myrmidons get
5
sent in, but they get
minutes
cleaned
remaining.
up. Those Berserks are just way better than Myrmidons. And the flag is contested. Flag number 2 eventually is going to go to Deer, and
Flag
there it is.
captured.
Deer wins pretty handily. They sweep all 5 games, and Gimbal RS, they had a shot. They had, you know, 1 or 2 games they were doing really well in, but in the end they just weren't able to seal the deal, as it were. Sam the Butcher for them, though, with the most damage. Not surprising, as he had the Tro, but we have to remember he lost the Tro in an early engagement. So all that damage was his Tro being killed by the Tro for the other team. Which, believe it or not, I think Drunken had possession of those Tro. But anyway, doesn't really matter. Black Knight, 65 damage. That's going to be the next highest on the team, but you know, the ratios all around are pretty poor. Except for Black Knight, he broke even, it looks like. But yeah, the Deer team just pulling it out. Drunken with all of that damage from those Tro, and you know, and other units to spare. He had a huge percentage there of the Deer squad. So not surprisingly, he has over 300 damage on this in this game. Paladice, though, played pretty well, 114 damage for him. We saw him protect flag 1, and he was able to hold that flag despite a lot of aggression from the Gimbal RS team. So pretty good playing on the whole, I think, for Paladice from what I've been able to see. So yeah, there you have it. That is the end of this matchup between Deer and Gimbal RS. Deer's going to take it and move on to DE2, which is going to be this coming weekend, I believe. And Gimbal RS, sadly, is headed straight to the bottom bracket, where they're going to play the loser of the Time Wizards and Age match, which as soon as those films go up, I will have for you as well. This is the Myth World Cup, and I am I'm NewMutator, bringing you all these films and commentary, and I hope you enjoy. Until next time, I don't know, I need a super cool catchphrase. If you can think of one, please leave a comment, and maybe I'll incorporate it into the next series of videos. We will see, but have a good one, you guys, and I'll check you next time.